Good morning, everybody. You are currently listening to a Tall Girls podcast hosted by a tall girl named India. I hope everyone who is listening today is doing super fantastic. Before I get into this episode, I do want to say make sure you're following me on my socials at a Tall Girls podcast on Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest so that you can stay up to date on all of the latest podcast episodes and catch a glimpse of my everyday life. Also, feel free to leave me a review and let me know how tall you are. I'm genuinely curious. Everything is going to be linked in the description. Y'all, I am excited. I am glad. I am ready. I am hype that these past 2 weeks are over. Okay, I'm glad, but I'm not glad because I was just celebrating nothing but birthdays for these past 2 weeks. And that coming out of study abroad, it was just a lot because I'm trying to get myself into a routine. I'm trying to just process that month that I had. I am just trying to get it together, do all the things that I need to do, try to get all the things that I need to get. And then on top of that, I have to make a bunch of plans. I have to try to coordinate with everybody's schedule when I don't even have my own schedule yet. I have to get people gifts, which I really have a hard time doing. I don't like getting people gifts because I never truly know what to get them. And half of the gifts I left at home. That is so embarrassing. So now I have to somehow find a way to get it to them on a separate day. And then on top of that, the process of actually getting to the birthday celebration and just spending a lot of money. Oh goodness. It was just a lot. It was just a lot. And I found it a little bit stressful. That's all. I can't be too mad because it's another year of that person being alive and I get to celebrate it with them and all that good stuff. But it's just very stressful, like I said before, trying to coordinate with everybody, getting these people gifts, worrying whether or not they're going to like it. It's just too much. I quite frankly didn't need that. I would have just preferred for everything to be spread out. It was my mom's birthday. It was my sister's birthday. I somehow celebrated my mom's birthday twice. She deserves it because she's a real one. We love celebrating your birthday twice. Honestly, I think that we should have just had like the whole week just for her. Honestly, I don't think I would have been able to handle that. But people celebrate their birthday every single day in their birthday week. We should have just done that for her. But I celebrated my mom's birthday twice. I celebrated my sister once. I had a couple friends whose birthdays was in the first week of July. And my friend's dog had to celebrate that birthday too. Don't get me wrong, I'm here for it. I'm here for celebrating people's birthdays. But it is extremely exhausting. But it's a vibe. All right, enough about birthdays. Let's just get into today's topic, which is getting over your fear of standing out. This is probably one of the biggest reasons why tall people find it annoying to be tall. And that reason is sticking out from the crowd. Being tall is not necessarily the only reason why people find it scary or uncomfortable to stick out from the crowd. It can be a variety of reasons. It could be your clothing, it could be hair, it could be makeup, it could be your style, it can be your race, it could be some unique or abnormal feature on your body, whatever it may be. Just standing out from other people or just looking extremely different can be scary. I understand. I was there. I'm still there at this point in my life, and it can honestly be difficult. Just watching people whispering and staring and pointing at you, looking you up and down and all that stuff. And sometimes it's subtle. You can see them doing it, or sometimes you don't see it, but sometimes you can feel it. And other times people are extremely shameless about it. Can I say that old people are extremely shameless about it? Let's talk about that for a second. Old people have zero chill. And I can understand that. You're at your last leg, you're trying to just vibe out, do whatever, go crazy, go stupid. But I also feel like they kind of use their age as a quote unquote advantage. So they're like, yeah, you can't say anything or you can't do anything to me simply because I'm older or significantly older. And I just find that so annoying. So they like to use that as a way to just be extremely disrespectful. Like you could be at the corner store doing whatever in your aisle and you can hear two old ladies or two old men or one old lady, one old man, it doesn't even matter. Two old people on the other side of the aisle talking crap about you at full volume. And some people literally go up to you, some old people go up to you and be disrespectful to your face. I don't understand that. And it can feel really uncomfortable. It can feel scary. And it could just make you feel bad about yourself and how you look. Just knowing that people are talking about you and about your appearance and about your unique feature, it could just feel extremely uncomfortable, and you can feel weird and you can feel judged, and you could feel like something is wrong with you and your height, or there's something wrong with you and your style, or having that feature that you have, etc., etc. And this can lead you to feel judged. And honestly, it's not a good feeling, and it's a little bit scary because you don't want to be judged by people, especially the people that you want to accept you for who you are. In this case, or in any case in general, it's important for you to know that there is nothing wrong with you. You are not a freak. You are not a weirdo. You are not embarrassing. You're not this, that, and the other. You are you, and that is awesome. The thing is, people love to talk, especially about the bad stuff. They like to point out the bad stuff. They love to gossip. They love to just bring people down. And that is not your problem. That is theirs. And people who feel the need to talk terribly about somebody, who they don't even know, that's what's so annoying. A lot of people like meet somebody for one or two times and they don't really know much about them and somehow have a problem with them. That person is not okay. It's so funny because I saw this video. I forgot who the person was, but he was like, if you have a problem with me and you have my phone number, you just simply reach out to me so we can try to solve the problem. But if you have a problem with me and you don't have my phone number, then you clearly don't know me well enough, or we don't have that relationship in order to have a problem. And when I heard that, I was like, that is so smart. That makes a lot of sense. If you are out here judging somebody, or you just have a problem with what they're doing or have a problem with their life, and it's literally not even affecting you, and you don't know the person or you barely know the person, why do you have something to say? You don't know the person like that. But you have people out there that will just bring down random strangers. You don't know their life story. You don't know their background. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know what they're going through. And they will still talk trash about you. But you have people that do that. Or even the people that they're so close with, they're super tight with, family member, friend, coworker, whatever it may be. They claim that, oh my gosh, like I really like this person and we have this good relationship, and they will still go behind their back and talk about them and talk about how they look or what they said or how they sound, etc., etc. And it's just so gross that there are people that do that. But you can't control what people say about you behind your back or what they're going to do and all that stuff. You can only control you. You can control how you look and how you sound and what you say and all that stuff. There's only so much that you can do to try to get a person to just not talk crap about you. People are going to do it. And I'm not saying that that's okay, but it's just kind of a thing of it is what it is. So there's no need to really worry about what they're thinking or about what they're saying about you, because if they're talking badly about people or trying to bring them down, that's honestly a reflection of how they feel about themselves, because if you see the beauty in yourself, you're going to see the beauty in everything. So if they don't see the beauty in everything, then they clearly don't see the beauty within themselves. And that's their problem that they need to fix. You can't do anything about it. So I need you to stop going crazy, stop going stupid over what these people, these complete strangers that have no impact, virtually no impact in your life. I need you to stop worrying about what they're saying. And even the ones that actually do have an impact in your life, it could be a parent, It could be a sibling. It could even be a friend. Like, do they truly care about you if they're not willing to accept you as you are? It doesn't even have to be about height. It could literally be about what you're wearing or how you choose to do your hair or even your race. If they are talking badly about that, especially if it's something that you can't control, should you really have them in your life like that? Should they be involved in your life like that? Should you be around them like that? That's a good question to ask yourself. So to get over that fear of standing out, to get over that fear of just being different, being extremely unique, and get over that fear of people judging you for what you look like and who you are, etc., I think that the first step is definitely just accepting that you are who you are. And in most cases, you can't control that. Like your height, for example. You can't control how tall you are. I mean, it's 2023. I'm pretty sure there are surgeries out there that can make you shorter, but trust me, that's a lot of time, that's a lot of money, and then the healing process on top of that. I don't know if you necessarily want to go through that. I think that it would be less costly, aka free, and a little bit better to just go on your journey of accepting your height and just love being tall and just embracing it, instead of actually surgically making yourself shorter. I need to look that up. I want to know if that's actually a thing. I saw something somewhere. I was probably on Instagram, because I'd be finding all the crazy stuff on Instagram, that there was a doctor that made a guy who was shorter surgically taller. I'm gonna look into that and let y'all know. And I think something else that could work is just making that unique feature part of your personality. If you stand out from the crowd, use that as an opportunity to stand out even more. Wear super bright colors. Be extremely outgoing. That's the other thing. Being tall and being extroverted are an interesting combo. You already stand out because of your height. And on top of that, you are social, you are outgoing, you are talkative, which makes you even more noticeable. And I think that's awesome. So I definitely think that you should be using the fact that you stand out as an advantage and use that to stand out even more. And lastly, I'm gonna need you to take a deep breath. We are on a floating rock. I don't wanna say nothing matters, but nothing matters. You are this little tiny speck in the entire galaxy of galaxies that are out there. It is really not that deep. And just because other people are making it that deep, it doesn't mean you need to make it that deep. Think about it. There are so many places to see, so many people to meet, so many things to try, so much food to eat. Why are you worrying about what Sally from the corner store is saying about you? I'm just saying there are bigger, more important things to worry about than what people are saying about your appearance in general. If you are a big part of that person's life, and not to say that that's a bad thing, because you are extremely awesome and you deserve to be a big part of everybody's life. But especially if they don't know you, if you are a big part of that person's life, it's clear that they have no life. Like, get it together. But if you are a big part of that person's life and all they're doing is talking about you, talking badly about you, then you're winning, because they have nothing else going for them but to talk about you. And you are doing so well. You are looking so good. You're so fly that they have no choice but to talk about you. So in conclusion, there is nothing wrong with you. You are not the problem. You are awesome. You are amazing. And you are unique for a reason. And that's a good thing. And I hope that this episode helped you realize that. So I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate you. As always, feel free to hit me up on my socials at A Tall Girls Podcast and let me know what you thought of this episode or what you think of this podcast in general. Hit me up. Let me know what your day was like. What are you doing this week? Just let's have a little chit chat. Let's have a conversation. Don't forget to leave me a review and let me know how tall you are. Like I said earlier, everything is going to be linked in the description, and I'll catch you in the next one. Good night and goodbye.